Good afternoon. I'm Felicia Lawrence.
I'm Anne Marie. I'm in for Dustin today. Thanks for joining us for 13 News at 4 this afternoon.
We start this afternoon with a shooting involving police that turned deadly. It happened around 10:30 last night near 38th and Franklin Road.
The suspect in this case was killed and 2 IMPD officers shot. Both went to Eskenazi Hospital for care. That's where our Ella Rhodes joins us live with a recent update on their condition. Ella?
We know one of the officers was actually just released from the hospital a few hours ago this afternoon. IMPD says the other officer is still getting treated in stable condition. Now, as for the suspect, that 21-year-old suspect involved in the shooting, they did die from their injuries. Just to give you a recap of what happened last night, you can take a look at your screen there and see some of that video. That's where IMPD officers responded to 37th Street on a call about a disturbance with multiple people, and a man potentially was armed. When police showed up, they came into contact with a man and woman. Police say the man allegedly shot at them, striking 2 officers. Take a listen to the police radio the moment it happened.
More cars! More cars, active shooting. More cars, active shooting. Shot. You shot. He's been shot.
Police exchanged gunfire with the suspect. IMPD says they then rendered aid to the injured officers and suspect. This morning, investigators took photos of the officer's vest still at the scene. Police confirmed one of the officers was shot in the chest. Now, to put this into context, this is the 5th IMPD officer involved shooting this year. In 2025, there was a total of 8, and in 2024, a total of 15. Chief Tanya Terry says she's proud of how officers handled this situation.
This should not be okay or acceptable by our community or us. We cannot allow this kind of violence against our officers to become something normal.
Investigators did find the suspect's gun at the scene. The 21-year-old suspect, Dallas Scott Coljet, died at IU Methodist Hospital from his injuries. Now, we did request that body camera footage from IMPD. They told us in about 4 to 6 weeks they'll actually release a critical incident video, which will include some of that video. Now, in the meantime, we're still waiting to hear those details from IMPD about what actually led up to this disturbance and the shooting. And just to recap, once again, one of the officers shot last night was released from the hospital this afternoon. The other remains getting treated in stable condition. Anne Marie and Felicia.
All right, Ella, reporting live for us. Thank you so much.
We thank you for all those folks who have worked so many years to help provide that life-saving equipment for our officers in the field, and those trauma kits that every officer has.
Those trauma kits Indianapolis FOP President Rick Snyder is referring to are called tourniquets. That's what IMPD used to help one of their officers during last night's shooting.
They're medical devices that wrap around your arm, maybe even on your leg, and they really help constrict and stop the blood flow. That can be very helpful in situations when there's an officer who is injured while on duty. We talked to a nurse who told 13 News that she gave IMPD 400 tourniquets at Eskenazi Hospital just yesterday morning. Officers tell us they use them multiple times a week, and they can make a big difference when it's a life or death situation.
Our officers have applied hundreds of these tourniquets already, and it's valuable because it gives them a resource to protect themselves, but more importantly, protect the public. Officers are often the first ones on the scene of any kind of critical incident, accident, or shooting that tourniquets may be needed for.
Eskenazi's goal is to provide each officer with at least 2 tourniquets. That way, they can be prepared when they're responding to multiple incidents in a short period of time.
A protest now sparking in Madison, Wisconsin, after police shot a man during an attempted arrest. This started yesterday afternoon. Police responded to calls about a man checking parked cars. He took off on a bicycle, but police caught up. That's when 4 officers tried detaining the man. He allegedly pulled a knife, hurting an officer, and that officer fired 3 shots, and the suspect later died. Officials confirmed that a taser was used before the shots were fired, but it was ineffective. The incident sparking protest and a candlelight vigil. Neither the victim nor the officer who fired shots have been identified.
An Indianapolis mother was in court to face child sex crimes against her own child. We do want to warn you, these allegations against her are very disturbing.
So investigators are saying she profited from selling videos of her sexually abusing her 2-year-old. Ashton Hackman explains how police made an arrest.
19-year-old Haley Schmidt faces 6 felony charges, including rape, child molesting, and child exploitation. Police opened the investigation last June. Court docs allege Schmidt sold at least 2 videos through Instagram. Investigators say the videos showed her sexually abusing her 2-year-old daughter. They were allegedly sent within minutes of the buyer sending money. Police allegedly identified Schmidt in the videos from her butterfly tattoos.
The fact that not only this type of thing is being created, but that there's a market out there and people are searching for and seeking out this type of material is what's not only disheartening, but just devastating.
In an interview, Schmidt allegedly claimed she was scamming the buyer and denied creating or sending the videos. But investigators say she later admitted she made the videos and received about $25 through Venmo.
The parent is there to provide love and support and keep that child safe. And clearly in a case like this and the nature of these allegations illuminate the fact that not every kid is given that benefit.
For now, Schmidt is being held in the Marion County Jail on a $10,000 cash bond. She's scheduled to be back in court in September. In Indianapolis, Ashton Hackman, 13 News.
Tonight, Indiana State Police are asking for your help with a 30-year-old murder case. 19-year-old Brian Haltom was killed on US 231 in July of '96. Police tonight are still looking for the person responsible. ISP say that Halton was shot after getting into an argument with another driver. It happened right outside of Spencer. That's just about 20 minutes northwest of Bloomington. Detectives now are asking anyone who may know something about this to contact them, and you can submit your tips completely anonymously. The number for that, it's not in Indianapolis, it's 812-332-4411.
Well, if you step outside, you must be smiling because of how comfortable it is. The humidity not too high, the sun not too much, the heat not too much. It's perfect.
It's gorgeous.
It is very nice. I mean, for July, we are lucky to get this type of weather in. And it's going to stay with us for a couple of more days, but it's going to start to erode at some point, and we're going to have a bit of a reality check. After all, it is July heading into August, and the humidity is going to make its way back in. So let's start with temperatures, since that is a bit of the story here. 70s for most of you, mid to upper 70s for most locations. And yeah, because the humidity is so much lower, it just feels so crisp and comfortable out there. A nice bit of a cool northeast wind has also helped. 77 the current temperature right now in Indy, mid 70s though for Bloomington and for Columbus. And with a few clouds in play during the afternoon, kind of driven by the heating of the day. We saw the cumulus clouds develop. We'll likely see those dissipate as we get through the evening, and we'll see a pretty quiet overnight forecast. Nothing major moving our way here in the short term. So for the next few hours, if you have evening plans, what a beautiful, very comfortable evening that we're expecting. Partly cloudy skies really continuing through the rest of the evening. By the overnight, we'll leave some of those clouds in place, but the temperatures dropping into the 60s and maybe even into the 50s during the overnight, depending on where you are. In fact, I think we'll make it into the upper 50s for most of you. Those light east or northeast winds are likely to continue, and then that low humidity that's in place is probably going to continue as we look to tomorrow as well. We will keep a few clouds in place through the day tomorrow. Temperatures going back into those mid to upper 70s. Let's call it upper 70s for tomorrow, with high temperatures in the upper 70s, but we've got 80s and yes, even some 90s on the way in our forecast. And unfortunately, this low humidity that's been in place for the last couple of days cannot stick around too much longer. The humidity is going to make its way back in. I'll talk about when that happens coming up.
Rob, thanks so much. And it is a beautiful afternoon in Westfield for the NFL Flag Football Championships that's happening at Grand Park.
It's a massive tournament with thousands of players, and they're here from all around the world. Samantha Johnson is spending the day in the heart of all of it. So, Sam, big day out there, beautiful day to be paying host to all these athletes.
Yes, that's right, Anne-Marie and Felicia, and a big thank you to Rob for the beautiful weather. It has been nothing but sunshine and a light breeze out here at Grand Park, and it feels like flag football central. If you just take a look in either direction, as far as I can see, field upon field of flag football, and these are some of the best athletes, not only in the country, in the world, because this is the biggest youth flag football tournament in the world. Let me run you through just some of the numbers here. We're talking about more than 350 girls and boys teams, more than and 15 international teams too. And this is the first time Indianapolis is playing host to all of this. This sport is exploding in popularity right now. In fact, there are 4.5 million kids playing flag here in the U.S. alone. That's according to the NFL. And we talked to some of those kids today about what makes this sport so cool.
Well, I just love playing as a team, and I saw the boys doing it, and I thought, well, I want to do it too.
It's fun when you have people around you who cheer you up, hype you up, and it gives everyone an opportunity to play.
I like the trickery, just out here competing, having fun. We're in a tougher bracket, so we get to face a tougher team, so it's always fun.
Like flag, you see there's not like contact, there's not like people going hard, but I mean, they're really like running as hard as they can, so it's pretty crazy.
We are just getting started here at Grand Park. 4 days of elite competition, some of the best teams in the world. And what's so cool about this is you and your family can be part of the fun. If you want to come out this weekend, you can be part of the fun, watch the games. There's fan activations in the parking lot, food and drinks too. All you need is the NFL One Pass app. That's a free download on your phone. You make an account and then all the information is right here on your phone. Again, that is free. Still ahead this evening, we are talking about the girls, because according to the NFL, the girls are the ones leading the way in this sport. Today we talked to Colts owner Kaylin Jackson about girls in the game. You will hear from her ahead at 5 o'clock.
Really cool, girls in the game. We like to see it. It's giving us a little preview of what the Olympics might look like.
Well, and just seeing the growth in women's sports is just really amazing. And this is just another example of it. Thanks so much, Sam.